The blow drying, the flattening, the curling, all the things we do to our hair every day. So how can we protect our hair from all this heat? Our beauty expert and dear friend Bryce Carey here in the studio with us. Good to see you, Bryce.
Good to see you, too. Thank you.
All right, I need to listen to everything that you're about to say because I feel like I'm so hard on my hair and I know I'm not the only one.
Right, and heat is what we're going to talk about today is very damaging to the hair. And I brought two props just to kind of set us up. You wouldn't go into the sun to lay in the sun without a sunscreen on to protect your skin. Same reason you wouldn't open an oven at 450 degrees and just grab the pan out because you want to protect your hands. So thinking about sunscreen and oven mitts as we move into hair, things that can protect your hair. So, you know, the damage that you put on your hair with heat not only comes from, you know, obviously the flat irons and the curling irons, but also from the blow dryer and that blow drying. So starting to think about thermal protection from wet hair, moving all the way to the styling part of it. So, you know, doing that, if you do that every day, if you are a person that flat irons your hair or you use rods or, you know, styling iron, maybe take a day off every once in a while on the weekend to play with that messy bun or to do a ponytail, to give your hair that time to relax. Especially during this time of year, everything is so dry. Yes. So making sure you get the moisture in. So a lot of times when we talk about the thermal protectants, most people think of the sprays that just, you know, you spray it directly onto the hair right before you do that. But to give the moisture, you want to start with something wet. So using like
after you get out of the shower, or the bath or something.
Or even a shampoo and conditioner that might have those thermal protectants.
Oh,
this one by Paul Mitchell does. It's a Neuro product that basically takes you through the hair journey that day. But starting with wet hair to protect it through the blow dry, and then moving on into your styling products is going to be good. Also, if you're using tools, invest in good tools. The steel, the metals and things that they use in those, plus the technology that's in there to create the heat, that's what you're paying for with a good tool, and that's what's going to help not burn your hair.
And burning your hair is it can be a real problem. I mean, we're talking about really hot temperatures.
We're talking 450 degrees, how you make baked bacon, mac and cheese in the oven. So, yeah, so thinking about that, putting that much heat on your hair, you want to remember if you've got a fine hair to use at a lower temperature, you know, thinner hair. If you've got more coarse hair, you may want to bump that temperature up. And that's the conversation you can have with your stylist, too, to find out where you need to live in that temperature range. But also doing that, if your hair is smoking, it's burning. So
I embarrassingly set the fire alarm off one time.
That's a good story. I got to hear that.
Yeah, well, bad news bears.
But you know, if you do put that on, you want to let if you use a thermal protectant, put it on, let it dry, so you're not burning that product onto your hair. And again, like I said, invest in that. And then also, if you're using a smoothing iron, and you're doing this over and over and over on one strand, you're burning the hair. So put that thermal protectant on and do a nice slow pass of the product.
Because we got to have these beautiful locks, right?
They're forever, right?
I know.
Hopefully.
Bryce Carey, thanks so much for coming in. Always a good advice from you, dear sir.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We will be right back after a quick break.